far-flung desert planet, down a lonely stretch of highway, two unlikely companions are taking a walk down Main Street.
It's right neighborly for you to give me the grand tour like this.
I consider it necessary. Sleeping in a diner booth will provide suboptimal rest, resulting in decreased productivity, chronic fatigue, and possible memory loss.
Oh, don't you worry about old Gil. I've spent more nights in a sleeper cab than a regular bed, I reckon. Them booze at the diner ain't so different than that.
Be that as it may, the sooner we find you appropriate accommodations, the more likely we are to avoid long-term deleterious health consequences.
I appreciate that, partner, but I ain't got but a fistful of credits to my name. Not sure any folk around here are willing to let me roost for free.
Perhaps not, but fiat currencies are not the only form of payment honored in Meteorville.
I'd rather not have to go whoring myself out if I can avoid it. I got plenty of respect for that line of work, mine, but I get awful shy sometimes.
You removed your pants in the dining room 3 days ago.
I was just trying to fit in.
In any case, I was not referring to that form of payment. Our local house of ill repute is already quite well staffed. In fact, we will be passing it shortly on your left.
Hey there, sugar. You looking to get your feathers ruffled?
You new in town? We've got a 2-for-1 happy hour and free breadsticks until noon. Breadsticks? Is that some kind of euphemism or something?
The Boston Crust is the only combination brothel and pizza parlor on the whole of Route 6.6. No matter what you come in for, you'll leave stuffed.
You can get topped any way you like.
We got the highest quality sausage this side of Cygnus.
Well, that there's a unique business proposition. I've heard of naughty massage parlors, even saw a naughty ice cream parlor once. But why pizza? We need the dough.
I would like to go.
Oh, right. Maddie here is giving me a tour of town, so I guess we'd best be getting off. I mean on. I mean on. Nice meeting y'all.
Have a coupon, redeemable for 1 free Boson cream pie with your choice of slice.
Is that a food thing or a...
I would like to go.
Whoa! Bye, y'all! See you around, sugar.
On the right we have multiple victims of the economic downturn, including the department store, the steakhouse, and the local bank branch.
Not much left, is there?
Primarily the goods and services the community cannot live without.
Like the whorehouse.
Like the whorehouse. Also, the liquor store, the second-hand shop, and the 24/7 grocery, among others. Until recently we had a local contractor and repairman to supplement Rose services. But he was recently found deceased. More accurately, parts of him were found deceased, but we assume the rest of him is as well.
What happened?
There was an explosion in the middle of the night a couple of months ago that destroyed his shop and caused half of the block it was on to slide into the crater. The following morning's illumination revealed parts of Jorfskis scattered up to 1.5 kilometers from the site of the incident. The authorities were called in from off-world to investigate.
Y'all ain't got cops on this whole planet. How'd y'all manage that?
The local police force disbanded after the collapse of the tourism industry when local tax revenue fell below the necessary level to maintain a permanent presence. There are only a few other communities on the planet, most smaller than Meteorville, none of which ever had an independent police force to begin with. Therefore, the entirety of Barringer 1902 is subject to a "call us when you need us" policy. And most people do not call except in the most extreme circumstances.
Like a CD block sliding off into a crater, I'm guessing. So, what'd the pigs have to say about it?
Their perfunctory investigation concluded that the explosion was due to a gas leak in the basement of the building.
Bullshit! What kind of repairman doesn't know about a gas leak in his own place?
Many residents agree, but most of the evidence slid into the crater where it mingled with several decades' worth of Meteorville's discarded waste.
Well, this place ain't got no cops. I reckon it can't be all bad. So, what's your idea for my new digs anyway?
We are approaching it now.
Is that you, Michael? Come closer. You know my hearing isn't what it used to be.
My designation is Matt, Miss Henny.
Of course. I should have recognized that chrome dome of yours. Who's your new friend? He's so tall.
The name's Gil Gusterson, ma'am. I reckon most everyone's tall from your angle.
Mind your manners, young man, or I'll get my step stool. Name's Henny Glopkins. What you want?
I was wondering if you have any vacant rooms, Miss Henny.
You know I do, Michael.
Matt.
You know I do, Matthew. This dump hasn't been at full capacity since the town went to shit. Your rude but handsome friend looking for a room to rent?
Well?
Friend Gil is somewhat lacking in liquid assets at present.
Oh, good. Rude and broke. Had a husband like that once. I ate him.
You see, the thing is, my wallet was in the truck, and my truck is in the crater.
What, you're a drunk too? You want to know what happened to my third husband?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Oh, Gil likes a good drink now and then, but never behind the wheel. Except for strike one, anyway. Had an accident coming out of Zeta 4 southbound the other day. Cut my truck clean in half.
Oh, you're the stray who's been squatting in the diner. Been meaning to make my way over there to gawk, but my lower knees have been acting up.
Friend Gil is temporarily employed at the Crater Cafe while he determines his next steps, so I can vouch for a source of steady income, but he does not currently have enough for the deposit you normally request.
So, you're wanting a poor, defenseless old woman to take in some charity case that I don't know nothing about. Is that right?
Error. I have judged the situation incorrectly. Calculating polite response.
I'm just yanking your chain, Matthew. Don't worry about the deposit, Gilliam. Heck, don't worry about rent either. Just learn some manners, clean up after yourself, and help me around the house every once in a while.
I'm not the kind to freeload, ma'am. Once I get some cash scraped together, I'll be sure to...
Oh, come off it. I'm bored as hell, and you should keep me entertained for a while at least. Make a nuisance of yourself and I'll kick you right back out.
Well, thank you, ma'am. I'll try not to wear out my welcome too quick.
We'll see. Come on in, you've got some paperwork to fill out.
Thank you, Miss Henny. Friend Gil, I am going to return to the Crater Cafe. Polly is an excellent manager, but she is a terrible cook, and I cannot abide by any negative impact on the reputation of our kitchen.
Hold on just a sec, Miss Henny.
You take your time. I could use a head start anyway. Yeah.
Thanks a ton, partner. I'm mighty grateful for this.
The universe can be a cruel and arbitrary place, Friend Gil. The only thing that differentiates us from the indifferent entropic processes that will one day claim every spark of life and plunge every star into unending darkness is our choices.
Right. You might want to work on your pep talks, bud.
I will note that for my next software update. Thank you, Friend Gil.
Well, I'm a sitting on Saturn's rings, and I'm a thinking about lots of things, like the kissing we heart. I'm staring out at the stars, and I'm wondering where you are. Oh, my lover, now can you see? I'm alone in the galaxy.
Really? And when was that exactly? Did you see where he went? He really got a wiggle on last time we saw him too. Have you seen him since then? Well, I really appreciate the tip. We've been asking around since Monday and haven't had any luck so far. I was starting to fear the worst for the poor thing.
I don't suppose you've also seen an idiot grad student running around.
Sorry about that. Side effects of mitosis. That's a good question, though.
I finally got Mr. Spingle's car running again. Dude's ferrofluid bearings were drier than a nun's cloaca. Hey, Groxelflobble, how you doing, my man?
He saw the human behind Lerngop's bar last night.
No sign of the ciliated dipshit who kidnapped him, though.
What's going on with you, Polly? Are you cracking up or something?
We're dividing.
Yeah, I always thought you just had two heads.
Well, I
each
do.
have one.
We're starting to differentiate. It's somewhere between childbirth and puberty for our species. The good news is our division should speed up from here on.
We've been saying we could use another pair of hands around here.
Whoa, so you're gonna, split in two?
Have you really never heard of how plasmoids reproduce?
I dropped out of an engineering degree, not biology. Anyway, what was that about the human? Well, yeah, I bet he's hungry. Not much Terran food out in the desert. Hey, that gives me an idea. Why don't we set a trap for him? Lay out some food, set a tripwire, or something to catch him?
I don't know about that, Ro. Humans are supposed to be at least as smart as a jacksabbit, and you know how hard those are to catch.
Can't say I've ever tried, but it's worth a shot. He can't go digging through dumpsters forever, and it's only a matter of time before he falls into a sandworm nest or something.
This phase always gets confusing. You've got a point. I'll let Matt whip up some bait when he gets back. He's probably got human dietary requirements somewhere in that nutrition database of his.
That and your cooking might kill him.
Can it, asshole?
Yeah, we made Groxelflobble's lunch, and he's been loving it, right?
Gee, thanks. Ro, go get working on whatever contraption it is you've got in mind. We'll let you know if Mr. Spingle comes in for his car.
Sure thing. Polly's?
We'll work on names later. Now get!
The Homo sapiens diet is astonishingly variable, so I have taken the liberty of preparing a variety of dishes that may prove enticing. I limited the menu to items that originated in the same region as California, in the hopes of maximizing their potential appeal. On the right we have tuna and lime gelatin salad, To the left is a slice of pickle cheesecake, and in the middle we have a dish colloquially known as shit on a shingle.
Humans eat shit? I've eaten some weird shit in my day, but never, shit.
Only extremely rarely, but this is not excrement, nor is it roofing material. Humans have a charming tendency of naming their culinary works through visual metaphor. This one is also called chipped beef.
I'm not sure that's better, or what a beef is, but I reckon we ought to get out there and see how Ro and Polly's getting along.
Barbarella,
No.
Padme,
No.
Leela,
No.
River,
I'm not a hippie.
Yoda.
Too old-fashioned.
What are you all getting on about?
I'm trying to pick my name.
I thought your name was Polly.
I'm Polly.
This is confusing.
How do you pick which head gifts to keep the old name anyway?
We're not just heads, we're individuals. Well, we're becoming individuals anyway.
How about Polly 2?
And just how is that supposed to distinguish me as an individual?
It worked for my siblings. How is the trap coming along, Ro? I have prepared a selection of bait based on my research of Terran cuisine.
Man, it took 2 days, but this is some of the most fun I've had in a bit. Okay, so, this appears to be a regular dumpster, right? But if you look really closely, you can see that there are hinges where the weld should be. That's where the dumpster walls unfold into a grabbing claw via hydraulic pistons. And the trigger mechanism, you see that camera there? Infrared. Humans are mammals, so I tuned the trap to only spring when it senses that the body on that pressure plate there has a core temperature of 310.15 Kelvin. That way, we won't accidentally trigger it on ourselves.
I think it's overkill. We have glue traps in the back. Lay enough of those out and you could catch an adult sandworm.
That seems kinda cruel, don't you think? Then again, that hydraulic whatchamacallit might just squish the little feller.
I took that into consideration. There's feedback sensors on the tines to ensure that excessive pressure doesn't get applied, but the grip is still firm.
Are you sure about all this?
Mostly? It worked great on my scale model, so I don't see why it would work that much differently at full size.
The methodology is a bit questionable.
Hey, I thought we were in a hurry to catch the human.
He's already been running around town for 5 days. I think we could take a little extra time to make sure this thing is safe. This isn't a search and destroy mission, Ro.
Fine. I'm glad you all have such confidence in my abilities. Matt, do we still have that side of buffalo in the walk-in?
We do, but I would prefer not to have it used in an experiment that may damage it.
It'll be fine. My claw trap here is going to handle it more daintily than a Morphorexian courtesan. And if I'm wrong, I'll buy your next month's supply of lubricant.
2 months. And another side of buffalo.
And another side of buffalo, sure. What about Lilu?
Who now?
No, for Polly 2's new name.
I don't appreciate being called Polly 2.
And we're trying to fix that. How about...
Stop!
This is a really personal decision, Ro.
And I'd like to make it in my own time. Thanks.
Fine. But until you figure it out, it's going to be hard to figure out how to refer to you.
Sounds like a you problem.
High five, sister.
Thank God. Okay, Matt, just position the buffalo right about... there.
How do you propose we suspend the test material?
Could you just hold on to it?
That seems inadvisable.
Don't overheat your circuits, you'll be fine. Now hold still.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Ro, what the hell?
Shit.
You okay, buddy?
I do not believe I have sustained damage, but I do appear to be stuck.
I hate to say we told you so.
I don't. We told you so.
I know. Jeebus. Come on.
Everyone, please lower your voices for a moment. I am detecting an unfamiliar biosignature.
Oh my God.
Hey. Do you guys, have some pants?
Best laid plans go awry behind the Crater Cafe. What really caused the explosion in the repair shop?
What name will Polly's other half choose for herself? And will the human ever find pants? Stay tuned for more Route 6.6.
Want more of Route 6.6? Follow us on Instagram at Route6POINT6pod. Want to support the show? Get access to ad-free episodes, music downloads, and behind-the-scenes content? Join our Patreon at patreon.com/Route6POINT6. Links are in the description. Route 6.6 is a Goblin Booth production. Check out our other projects at goblinboothproductions.com or on Instagram at Goblin Booth Productions. Thank you for listening.